Welcome to L.R.S fishing on my boat. I tell you what, we're all over the place today. East Coast, North Norfolk. Oh boy, let me get my glasses on because I'm squinting. Oh, it's absolutely roasting. It's 27 degrees. We've got a southerly. Well, on land it's 27 degrees, but out here I think it's more like 23, 24. There's a southerly wind. That's why we're all over the place. I've got to get used to this, my word. I've got hiccups. Oof. We are rocking and rolling, as you can see the state of it. I think it's manageable. I think it's manageable. We've anchored 2.5 miles in a straight line. So, we shall see what happens. I'm going to get my other rod set up in a second. I just wanted to say hello. I just thought I'd come for a day trip. I left my house at 5 o'clock this morning. I don't even know what the time is, my phone's up there. But it's mid-afternoon. Well, early afternoon. It's gone 12, that's for sure. So I just wanted to come out here and give it a go after my first session was so good. I thought, stuff it, I need to get out here. So I thought, you know what, let's come for a day trip. I'm so pleased to have. What, it's absolutely glorious. I mean, it is, you know, it is rough to be, well, not rough, but because of the southerly breeze, it's a 20, I think on the phone, it said 27 km/h wind, breeze. Gusts of 27 km/h. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to get used to it. I've got seasick tablets with me, so I've already had one just before I launched. So I'm gonna have another one in a bit just to keep myself sort of from puking up. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie, this is hilarious. But look at it. Clear blue skies, people. That's fine. I'm just using traditional beach fishing gear. I have got some big, heavy 12-ounce leads, but the tide's not too strong. We've just got this breeze. So hopefully my 5-ounce grip leads, I've got 5 and 6 ounce in here, and then I've got some big 12-ounce leads in my box in there. Hopefully that'll do it. We shall see. This is mental. Absolutely mental. I just thought, do you know what, let's go in a straight line. Let's just go for it. Anchored up, I'm in 66 feet of water. We've got a flood tide, so the tide is coming from that way, pushing up, pushing in. High tide's at 4 o'clock, so we've got a couple hours of the flood. But it depends on how much I can cope with this. Oh dear. Oi! Oh, the camera's going to fall over. This is hilarious, I'm not going to lie. We're anchored up. That's right, people. You'll all be pleased to see I'm wearing my life jacket. I need to sort this. There we go. My last video, I was a little bit irresponsible and I didn't have it on. So yeah, I've got it on me. But for now, what I'm gonna, oh, it's bait. I've got squid and I've got some herring. But I had in the freezer from a pike fishing session that I was doing, and I had a couple left over, so I thought I'd give that a go. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to tackle up my other rod, which is just here, and yeah, get fishing. Now I am swinging a little bit on the anchor, but nothing too major, because I've got the tide coming this way, and the wind is south, so it's literally like the boat's pointing in this direction and the wind is coming from that direction. So the boat's doing this and the tide's doing that. So I'm sort of not quite sitting 100% correct on the anchor, but it is what it is. Now with the anchor rope, I've run out of anchor rope. I've literally let out, wow, 100 feet, I must be about 150 feet of rope, I should imagine, with the chain and stuff, because the end of it's on there, just there. I'll show you a bit better in a bit. But yeah, I was like, okay, crikey. It's just the anchor rope that came with the boat, so there's not a lot of anchor rope to be found. I need to buy some more. So for now, I'm going to get this tackled up and I'll get back to you guys in a bit. This is decent. Right guys, our first fish of the day. Smooth hound. And his pup. But a fish is a fish. Here you go. Get in there on this rod here. 3 paternoster rig. Quality. Come on. Get in there. Right, I'll get him back in a bit. Yes. Oh, I tell you what, it's. Whew, I've had to take another seasick tablet, man. I'm feeling iffy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just like, look at the horizon. Look at the horizon. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh boy. But I think my anchor, I think I'm dragging on my anchor. I'm not sure. I'll keep an eye on that. If I might have to go a little, because we're in I'm sure it was, I'll have a look on my phone in a minute. I'm sure it's like something like 72 feet. But bear in mind we've got a rising tide, so I don't think I've got enough anchor rope out. Well, I haven't got enough anchor rope, full stop, to be in this mark. I thought I did, but I guess not. But never mind, it is what it is. So what I'll probably do is release him, keep an eye on that, and then just go inshore a bit more. Maybe go to the first mark where I caught that bass on my last session. Big, beautiful, stinking bass, mate. Yes. Anyway, let me sort out this lot, and I'll get back to you in a bit. There he is. Look. Let's get one more look at him. And he's gone underneath the boat. Get in. As you can see, that red thing, that's my ordinary ring and buoy. I am swinging on the anchor quite considerably, and it's really starting to mess with the lines. So I think what I'm going to do is go around it and anchor up a bit closer inshore, going about a mile, because it drops from like 80 feet, which is roughly what I'm in, to about 40 foot. So I'll have more than enough rope then. So I think I might just do that. Well, as you can see, I'm back at home. Disaster strikes on my second time of using my boat. I'm a little bit, I'm not upset, I'm just a bit disappointed. And I'm completely honest, we're still not sure what's happened. It's a couple of days later. I've been at work and whatnot. I'm gutted, having to cut the session short. Now, the reason I didn't do a lot of filming after what you've just seen is because at that point, while I was going to my next mark, in fact, I didn't stop, because of the engine problems, I mean, I put it into neutral a few times. I was playing around. It went into reverse, but there was next to no power. Bear in mind, the mark I went to, 2.5 miles out to sea, and I'm getting engine problems. The weather's rough. Inexperienced. I just thought, you know what, stuff it. I'm not messing around. My battery ran out on my GoPro, and I didn't want to mess around changing the battery and filming it all. I just wanted to get in safely, and that's the honest truth of it. The engine didn't cut out or nothing like that, but just the power just stopped. Now, going back to home, going back to Seaport Beach where I was launched, the wind. So say I'm now going west. I'm heading to shore. Okay, the wind was blowing from my left. Okay, I started to go so slowly. I wasn't going in a straight line anymore. The wind and the tide were pushing me like that. So I was kind of creeping forward, but I was also being pushed north. I mean, it got to a point where I couldn't see seapooling anymore. And that's genuine truth, genuinely what happened. And it took me ages to get back. To say I wasn't panicking is a lie. I was panicking. I was a little bit worried because I thought, well, if the engine gives up now, you know, am I going to have to give a mayday call to the RLNI or see if there's any other boats who could tow me in? So it wasn't a life and death situation, I'd say. It was just a more of, I was worried about the conditions and not really being an experienced boater. You know, I wouldn't say I panicked, but I was worried. Okay, so I just thought, no, let's just get in, let's just get safe. And if I get into seapooling where the rocks are out to sea, there's like a man-made reefs out there, and it sort of breaks up the tide a little bit. And I thought if I could just tuck in there, I'll be sweet. And that's exactly what I did. And luckily the engine didn't cut out, and I managed to get back on land safe as houses. I don't know if you noticed in the video the way I was looking back all the time. On the way to supposed second mark, I'd noticed straight away there was a problem within 5 minutes of me travelling. I kept looking back and I was like, the engine note is different. It just didn't seem like it was revving. In the video I think I was, from what I can remember from memory, travelling to the mark. Now bear in mind it was choppy and I didn't want to go full throttle. I was quite back on the throttle, but I was registering because I've got a rev counter on the dashboard there. And I think it was like 3,200 RPM. On the way to the mark. Going back, I thought I'll try and match it and stuff, but it was just getting lumpy out there, so I was coming back on the throttle, and then when it seemed a bit calm, I was maybe giving it a bit more and just gauging it, you know, as you're going along. You experienced boaters, I'm sure you'll know what I mean here. But at one point, I thought, it's not revving, so I'll give it some throttle, just no revving. I thought, am I overheating? I put it into neutral. I took the cowling off and felt it, the tail side, so the water jet coming out the back. I thought, well, if I'm overheating, that must mean, you know, the water isn't circulating. I'm not getting any cooling into the engine. No, the telltale sign that the water jet, sweet, it was perfect. So I don't know really. Straight away I've been on the phone to various people. I looked at the nearby. There's a place called Sutton's Stave, and they've got a boatyard there, and they're fully booked. And they gave me a number of a chap called Matt, and he's well experienced in outboard engines. That's what he does for a living. And I was speaking to him. Now my engine is a 2-stroke 3-cylinder engine. Okay, 60 horsepower Yamaha engine. It's got carbs and stuff, and he said to me it could have been overheating. And they have like a fail-safe where what they do is they sort of, like a car goes into limp mode basically. So it could be that it's overheated, gone into limp mode. I mean, I literally got the throttle and I put it all the way down to full pelt. Do you know what I mean? To go full on, and it just wouldn't rev. And he said, I wonder if it's gone into the fail-safe mode. So limp mode really, if you think about it. But he said, I don't know, it sounds to me that it's got carburetors, so the carbs could be blocked up. So I'm going to take it to his yard. He's got a boatyard, and he's going to do some diagnostic work, and he's going to take the carbs out, have a good look at them, and if they're all coked up, because two-stroke engine, they're dirty engines. I'm just telling you what Matt told me, and he said we can put it in like this special machine, like a sandblaster type thing, but it's high pressured water, and you can clean them up, and do various other bits and pieces to it to make it run a bit better, and just test it, and basically keep testing it until we get it right. Also, there's things I can do. For instance, give it a good service, change the impeller, because I think the impeller, I've got the receipts for it. It's a couple of years old now, so that could do with changing, and just doing some other little bits and pieces to it. I'm not exactly 100% sure what else, but I've given Matt my serial number to the engine, and he's going to look on his computer, and just get some parts and see what happens. But for now, obviously I live in Northamptonshire, and he doesn't work Saturdays, which is, I don't say I blame him, but it's a bit tricky now. I can't really take much time off work to go and get my boat fixed, so it's going to be a little while. I'm really devastated because I wanted to use it at least once or twice a month, just go up there for the day, or if we ever go sea Paul into the caravan for a long weekend, I was going to use it. But does that mean I'm stuffed for the rest of the summer? I don't know, and I'm really gutted because I wanted to get a lot of use out of it, build my experience up. So yeah, I am very, very, very gutted. So yeah, I don't really know what else to tell you guys. Yeah, I'm a little bit not upset. I'm just gutted, really. So fingers crossed we could get it sorted, and maybe I can have a cheeky day off to get the boat back up to Matt's yard, and he can have a good look at it. And fingers crossed we'll be on the water as soon as possible. But I suppose it's boating, isn't it? It is what it is. I mean, it's a 1991 engine, so you know it's getting on a bit. So maybe I might look for a different engine. I don't know. It depends. I mean, if I get this rebuilt, you know, it might last me another 10 years. Who knows? But for now, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to keep in touch with Matt. I've been WhatsApping him all day, and we're going to work something out between us, get a date together where I can get the boat to him and we can have a good look. But the good news is, I did actually ask him about filming the repairs. And because he said, what do you mean filming it? And he said, oh, I've got a YouTube channel. And he looked me up and he goes, oh, now I can see your engine, I can hear it running, so that's good. And he said yes. He goes, I'm a bit camera shy, but I'm sure we'll work something out. So hopefully that'll be another YouTube video coming up with my boat in the next month or two. Because the boat fishing video, my first one, it went mental. It did really, really well. So yeah. Hopefully it can get sorted and I can be back out on the water catching fish. So yeah, not the greatest session, and bit of a bad ending really, so my apologies. I'm a little bit disappointed, but what can I do? It is boating. I'm sure you boaters out there will very much know how I'm feeling right now. So fingers crossed, we'll get it fixed. I'll show you guys the updates and we'll get back out there on the water. So for now, thank you for watching L.R.S Fishing. Give us a comment, tell me what you think, like the video, share it with all your friends. I'm on social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. So again, thank you for watching L.R.S Fishing. You know what, wherever there's water, I'll be there. Take care guys, see you again.